Hello and welcome to another video by Day Night Gaming. In today's video I'd like to discuss a forum post I found very interesting on the Lost Ark general discussion. Okay, so before we begin, first off, I want to preface that I do not have a fox in the race, as my main is only 1415 and my highest ult is only 1370. And it is very important that I strongly think that the community manager are doing their best to help communicate the players' feelings to the devs on many subjects. Please do not shoot the messenger, as I think they are doing what they can with what they can. I especially think that Rox is doing an exceptional job, especially considering what I have seen from community managers from different games. Please understand that Rox's willingness to even interact with the forum post in question means that they're doing leaps and bounds more to hear the player base and communicate back and forth than pretty much most MMOs that I've played in the past. In most MMOs, most CMs will quite literally just glaze over the forums with barely any interaction, let alone respond to such an explosive topic. Honestly, I have a lot of problems with Lost Ark, as well as Amazon Game Studios, and I mean a lot of problems. But to be completely serious, I think the community managers, and especially Rox, are doing a phenomenally great job. So please don't go on the forums and harass them. Please be civil. They are doing their best, at least from my point of view. So this is the post in question, and it is on the Lost Ark forums for the NAEU release, and it is in the general discussion forum, and is posted by Fanta, and is directed toward the community manager, Rox. So the title is, AGS, would you kindly confirm 1370 to 1415 Stronghold Research? At Rox, is there any chance you can confirm, one way or another, whether SH Research for 1370 to 1415 will be included with Vykas release in June, similar to what we saw in other regions? This information was not included in the roadmap, which I understand was not comprehensive for the purpose of brevity. But this is a rather important detail for players to plan around with regards to making the most of the materials we have. Thank you. Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. And please, someone correct me in the comments below if I'm about to give incorrect information. Now, the topic at hand is specifically about the Stronghold Research that a player can possibly research at their Stronghold once they have a character at item level 1440 or higher. And what this research does is it gives a 10% boost to honing chances for when an alt within 1370 and up to 1450 tries to hone their gear. This Stronghold passive was released in the other versions of Lost Ark when Vykas was released in their respective regions. Rox then replied, have this question out with the team for the June update. Okay, so first off, let me say that this is a bold move on Rox. To actually acknowledge this post without first already getting an approval from the main developer at AGS, wow. Just the thread title alone, as well as the original post by Fanta, while constructed very well, is absolutely nuclear. And I'm sure Rox knew this. Honestly, this developer response clearly shows me that Rox and the community managers are very good at their job and absolutely care about the player base. Because if they didn't, they would definitely have avoided this topic like the plague. To be honest, anyone reading this post knows immediately that it is a trap. And any answer short from completely confirming what a player wants to hear is going to immediately turn vitriolic. Like I said earlier, I don't have a fox in the race, as I do not have a character at 1440. This very subject does not pertain to me, but any topic regarding honing rates is already a landmine. Heck, as it is, the current honing rates getting to 1415 have already been very discouraging to me, personally. It's one of the reasons why I kind of gave up honing my main and have been working on my alts. And I am sure I am not alone. A day later, Rox posted, small update, no answer yet, but I should have an answer to share with players mid next week. Time zones, holidays, a bit of waiting on getting that info for you, but it's happening. Wow, just wow. I'm going to haphazard a guess that the higher-ups were not happy with this topic thread. I hope Rox did not get reprimanded for engaging into this thread without a green light from upper management. So finally, after 5 to 6 days, Rox finally came back to this thread and stated, "Unfortunately, I have just received word that it will not be included in the June update. The team plans on adding it at some point, but it needs more internal discussion on their end and don't have a timeline to share yet. We know this is important to players and will keep you all posted." Yeah, well, come on. The Western release of Lost Ark has been mired in controversy since release, and through it all, there are generally three main pillars to the player base's concern. One have been a huge bot problem, and let's face it, there are many players who are drowning in queue times due to the vast population of bots. 2. The early stages of the game are a slog. The character progression really doesn't start until T3, because Tier 1 and Tier 2 gear and gems are weaker and needed to be replaced upon entering Tier 3. And lastly, the honing rates can get rather low, and this is generally where a lot of players get exhausted. So for players to hear that they are not going to be getting a Stronghold Research that should normally debut with a certain content update, of course the pitchforks are going to emerge en masse. Of course the player base is going to get angry. Seriously, Amazon Game Studios, WTF mate, get off your high horse and stop raking your customers through the coals. How many more flights into space does Jeff Bezos need before you do what's right for the players? I am honestly flabbergasted at this revelation. Does your greed know no bounds? I mean, we are literally talking about honing rates for alts. Seriously, for alts. I'm getting pretty close to being done with Lost Ark, and with Amazon Game Studios as a whole. At this point, I do not trust Amazon Game Studios to do what's good for the players. Every one of their games up until this point has been lackluster at best. At this time, they didn't even develop the game. This time, AGS is publishing an already successful game from overseas. How hard is it to get this right? Anyways, I'm done here. But I am interested to hear what my viewers have to say about this topic, so feel free to post in the comments below your take on this situation. Peace! Thank you, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider hitting that thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and ringing that bell for future notifications on videos that I might be posting in the future. And in case you're interested in supporting the channel even more, I do have a merch website at streamlabs.com/dngdangerous/merch. And until next time, take care, goodbye.